All right, good evening. Today is January 21st, 2025. I took one trade today. I was mobile, um, something I don't really recommend unless you really have a handle on your strategy and a big enough screen to actually, um, you know, imagine trying to move your stop or your target or, just analyzing on a phone. Um, it's not, I mean, you can have a dollar amount set, but it's kind of difficult to do unless you really know what you're doing. I wouldn't recommend for a beginner. But anyway, one trade today. And as always, I start on the economic calendar, forexfactory.com. I'm only looking for red folder news. So I got this filter for red folder. Red and orange folder actually. So today is the 21st. No high impact news, so no volatility injection. So let's see, nor Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday and Friday we have high impact news. So Trump is going to speak on Thursday. We have unemployment claims on Thursday. PMI on Friday. So a lighter week, but we will continue to show up to the market. So let me increase this. See, I was mobile. Let's get into the trade first. So we had on the daily, when I was looking at the daily, it was an inside candle before all this. I honestly didn't have a bias. I'll be honest, I didn't have a bias. I was looking for price to reach yesterday's high at least. But look at it, look at this nice wick. So I didn't really have a bias. I'll be honest, I didn't have a bias. So I felt pretty confident taking a level that I use, which is the overnight open. The overnight open is just when the market closes and reopens back up on at 6 p.m. The opening price that opens at 6, like today, the time is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the market will close here soon, and then it'll reopen back up at 6, right? Yeah, 6. And then that opening price that prints at 6 is the level that I plot on the chart. So that's what this blue line came from previous day overnight open. So this blue line is the price from January 20th, Martin Luther King Day. So like I said, I didn't have a bias. Very volatile. So as you can see, price came down, up, down. It was holding. Notice it's holding the overnight open. I mean, it broke below here, but came back up. Tried it again, came back up, and then it burst through. And I'm like, okay, we're going short. Okay, so I just wait for a retest. What? See, I don't get in when price goes, the initial move. I don't get in on the initial move. I wait for price to retest, meaning I'm looking for price to go through it, come back up, and continue down. We didn't get that, so price came down, came up. If I was going to enter, I would get in on whichever candle pierced. Let me see if I can take the let me see, hold on, let's see. Okay, I'll do that for now. So whichever candle, so when it came down and price comes back up, whichever candle pierced, meaning touch this blue line, I will, if I'm looking for shorts, I'll look for a break below the candle that pierced the line. So I will get in here at the bottom of this candle, which will be the low of the low will be 215.88 and a quarter. I'm looking up here. This is the low. Oh, you can't see it. I ain't got it anyway. So I'm looking for price to come back up here and break the low. My entry will be below this candle, but as you can see, it never came down. But the next candle printed, and my entry will be below this candle. This candle's low, going short. That didn't give me an entry. Then at that point, this candle here, the entry is still valid, like the setup is still valid, but I didn't see the I didn't like the reaction, so I'm like, let me wait and not just jump in just because. I'm looking for the follow through. So I would get in below this candle, which will be, this will be my entry candle. But like I said, I was looking for a follow through. As you can see, price would have gotten me in here, but it wicked back up and continued to trade up above here, above the blue line, which will make, see, like this candle here will see it's not pierced. So that means this candle would invalidate the setup. So let's say I got in here on this candle, the break below this candle would be this candle. I got in here and my stop will be above the candle's high. And I would have got knocked out, and also the move will be invalidated. But like I said, I waited for the follow through. I've been pausing, like I would set a limit order, meaning I would only get in at the low of this candle, or break below the candle that pierced it, or above it that pierced it. But I've been waiting for the follow through. Just because, like look at all these wicks. I mean, you're gonna have wicks, but it's the price action wasn't really clean. Like you see, you have a move down, then up a little bit, then down a little bit. So I call it dancing on the overnight open. Like it's dancing around this level. I mean, look, it comes down, bounce, comes down, bounce, comes down, wicks up, then bounce. So, and comes down, bounce. So I mean, this is it's a nice level to consider. So once price, price, the initial move down, came up, tried again, came up, tried again, came up, went through, and I'm looking for the retest to follow through and go down to this low here, but I never got an entry because I paused. So at worst, I would have got knocked out for a small loss right here. My stop will be here, my entry will be here, and my stop will be here, and this candle would have knocked me out. But like I said, I waited for the follow through before I just jumped in. I mean, if I'm targeting this down here, I'm okay missing a few points, you know, if I'm looking to make this. So due to the activity here, like the dancing on it, like the this right here, you know, what I'm looking for is price to come from up here, down, bounce. This will be a good one. This would have been a good one. I think, I'm not sure why I missed this one, but this is a valid. I didn't take this, but this will be a valid trade. This is what I'm looking for. Price to be up here. Price was up here, right? Price was up here, and then it just so happened to come down here. Why is it coming down? Why is it coming down? You know, let's just watch. Bounce. It just magically bounced right here off this level. Your entry will be above this candle, the break above this candle, so this will be your entry, and your stop will be below here, below this candle actually. I mean, entry above this candle, the break of this candle, and your stop will be above here. So your entry will be 216.07. So let's just say 608, and then it went as high as 676. So let's do the math. I'm not that wise to just, you know, and I'm fresh off of work, so I'm gonna use a calculator. So it went up to a high of, let's just use rough number, 676 minus 608. This was a 68-point move from here to here is a 68-point move. So that's 1,300, a little over 1,300 per contract. This move here. But again, I didn't take it. I don't remember why I didn't take it, but let's continue. And price came down, and it came up a little bit. Bounce came up, break down, and your entry for this one, your entry would be below here. Well, first it will be below here. Then you move your entry here. Sorry, you move your entry here, and then you move your entry here because it's still piercing the blue line. And then this candle will get you in, but again, you get knocked out here. But I took I took this entry going up. Let me see. Yep, so I took this entry here. I was looking, like I said, I was looking for the follow through. So price came up. I wasn't looking for the initial up move. I'm looking for price to come up and retest it, come back down, and bounce. And it did that. But like I said, I was mobile. And so I didn't have I didn't put so much pressure on myself. So my entry was here, the break above this candle, because it pierced, it came up, came down here and pierced it, and I like that it wicked right here. So this next candle will be my entry, and my stop was below here, this candle. And then I eventually moved it up a little bit once it started breaking out, and I moved it to even, and then it I just targeted 20 points, and that was it. I was done. So I wasn't really looking for a higher. Usually I would take it back up here, I'm sorry, take it back up here, because I'm looking at swing points. So I'm taking it from this low to this swing point here. So but it never got there. So I wasn't greedy today. I didn't, 20 points, and it continued doing this stuff. So price action wasn't so clean today, and then it finally picked a direction and trended up. I don't know what happened after once I did my trade, I got out and just shut it down. Markets is still open and it's doing the same, but yeah, so that's my trade for today. It's a lighter week. Like I said, it's a lighter week. Nothing else I want to show. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Now this red line here, this was today. This was today's session overnight open, and as you can see, it didn't really come into play. We have the open here at 9:30. This candle was the open, and it blew right through it. It blew right through it. So it may come into play tomorrow. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I usually leave these lines plotted. I leave the 5-day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's I leave the weeks lines plotted, like each day I would leave it. And
the markets are closed.
Thank you. At the end of the week, I would erase it. So at the end of the week, like Friday, I have 5 of these lines on here, and I color code them, so I'm aware which day is which. So we'll see tomorrow, but markets is closed. That's my trade for today. 20 points off of the overnight open bounce, and I got lucky with the exit. So 20 points, not bad. Low hanging fruit, base hits, all add up. All right, so I'll see y'all in the next video.